The name of the topic is potentiometer. Potentiometer is an apparatus used for measuring potential difference between 2 points in an electrical circuit accurately, and it consists of a long uniform wire of manganese or constantan stretched on wooden board. So it may be having 4-meter wire like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 meter, or it may be, consist of 10-meter wire. This is the external circuit: battery, ammeter, rheostat to change the current key. Here this is the voltmeter connected. So A to J, it can measure the potential difference. Its working is based on the principle that when constant current is flowing through a uniform wire, means that is having constant uniform area of cross section, the potential drop is directly proportional to the length of the wire. We know that V is equal to I R, and R can be written as rho L upon A. इसे थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई अगर हम करें तो हम इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं I rho upon A into L. Now I rho upon A is a constant and we call it K, and that is potential gradient. And why it is constant? You can see constant current is flowing. Rho, a wire is of given material. A is also constant. We have assumed that the area of cross section is uniform. So we can write now V is equal to KL, or V is directly proportional to the length. So it is clear that potential drop is directly proportional to the length of the wire. We can also draw the graph. If we take length of the wire on x-axis, potential drop on y-axis, so it is a straight line. Potentiometer can be used to compare EMFs of two primary cells. The circuit is, this external circuit remains the same. So, and here there are the two primary cells. From A, two cells whose EMFs are to be compared, one of EMF E1, one of EMF E2, are connected to a two-plug key. Two-plug means there are two plugs, A and C, or B और C के बीच का जो है. So when plug A and plug is inserted between the gaps, in the gaps between A and C, then this cell of EMF E1 will be in the circuit. And suppose it is balanced when no deflection position comes at J. In that case, E1 will be equal to the potential drop between the length between the points A and J. So we can write E1 is equal to KL1. L1 is the length AJ1. Now the plug is inserted between B and C, and suppose the balancing length is obtained at J2. J1, this is J2, and AJ2 is L2. So in that case, E2 will be equal to the potential drop between A and J2. So we can write E2 is equal to KL2. So from these two equations we can find E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Internal resistance of a primary cell using potentiometer. So this is the external circuit, battery, ammeter, rheostat, and this is the key K1. Here we connect the cell from the end A, positive of the terminal of the cell. Positive terminal of the cell is connected at A. And there is one resistance box and there is another key, we say K2. These are connected. So R and K2 are connected in parallel to the primary cell. Now this is the galvanometer. When it is open, plug is not inserted, then we can see that this only the EMF is of the cell will be balanced, and suppose it is balanced on potentiometer wire at J1, and suppose the length is L1. So in that case we can say E is equal to KL1. Now when the key is inserted or plug is inserted here, then what will be there? This will not be EMF, but this will be the potential, terminal potential difference V, that will be balanced on potentiometer wire, and suppose this is for J2. So we can write V is equal to KL2. So from here we get E upon V is equal to L1 upon L2. And we have to find the internal resistance. For internal resistance we know that R is equal to E upon V minus 1 into R. So we put the value L1 upon L2 minus 1 into R. Or we can also simplify it also, like L1 minus L2 upon L2 into R. L1, L2 we measure from the experiment, and this is the resistance we know that we have taken out from the resistance box. So by using this formula we can easily find the internal resistance of a primary cell using a potentiometer.